Good morning. um, Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday, everyone in the chat, and anyone who saw it in the Discord. Obviously, I flew a little too close to the sun last night when I was up late because I couldn't sleep. Uh, I don't know if I am, Jens. I don't know if I'm at that point in the story yet. I just I'm really trying to use, wow, that's a lot of missed calls, Knick-Knack. Oh, that's a lot of missed calls. You know what the funniest part about all of those missed calls is and stuff? So last week I was on like a little bit of a vacation trip, that sort of thing, and I turned off all my alarms because I didn't want to wake my friends up early, and I didn't want to force myself to get up early, right? Because I had alarms for school and work. And I didn't turn them back on until yesterday night, right? And like normally that would have been fine, right? But I don't exactly know what happened because I somehow managed to wake up with my phone still on. It was still on when I woke up just now. But it was at 1%. So so obviously I woke up, I saw the time, I saw the missed calls, and then my phone died. But luckily I have a really good charger, so I'm gonna give it like a couple of minutes to get up to like 30-40%, and then I'll switch the charger over, and plug it into the capture card, just so I can make sure there's a bit of a buffer for like slower charging while the game is. Here's the thing, Knick-Knack. The phone was still on when I woke up just now, like, and I do mean like just now because I literally woke up about 7 minutes ago. You know? Like, genuinely woke up like 7 minutes ago. And the phone was on 1%, and I clicked the power button just to, because you have to click the power button to like activate the screen. And I saw like the pile of missed calls and the message about you pinning a message, and then it died. So I don't know what my phone was doing to you. But I got like almost all of those missed calls showed up, and I saw them before it died. So that's wild. That's hilarious. Put my cans away at some point. Oh my god. But yeah. So we're only an hour late, which means I can do as much as I want. Yeah. Yeah, go back to work. It won't happen again. I'm going to blame Pacopia on this. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to blame the Switch 2 and Pacopia on why I was up so late. But yeah, I don't actually know where we're going to get to, Jens, because I don't know where Poseidon is in the chapter. And I don't necessarily think I'm far enough in for that, I think. I'm about to start switching over and activate my phone. No, don't turn my own stream on. Don't turn my own stream on. Okay. Get my notifications off. I would say that yesterday was a very nice birthday, though. Like, I had a very nice time with a couple of my friends. As some of you probably saw from the video and the picture that Winter was nice enough to post in the Discord. Okay, then we're definitely not getting to the we're definitely not getting to Poseidon, but hey, technically Odysseus confronts Poseidon twice, so I still have another whole song as a chance to get to him. Okay. Alright, you're watching me set up my second scene on Discord on OBS midstream today. Since I did not have it preset. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully this will not happen on Thursday. Oh, oh, glory. Shit's hilarious. Okay. All right. There we go. Normalcy returned. Kind of. I'm streaming Atlantis twice this week because I actually want to get through a pretty large chunk of it if I can. I mean, large is relative. I'm not expecting to get through like, you know, 10 or 15 sections or anything, but like I want to get through a decent enough amount that like I'm making significant progress. You know, we haven't decided that yet, Dakota. We've been discussing it cuz in theory, let me take a quick look at what the schedule is and what I've got to cram in. Cuz which video came out the most recently as an off the shelf? You got Damarung. Okay. All right. So yeah, that makes sense. So you got Damarung. I'm going to publish Sin this week, probably tomorrow. So you'll get Sin tomorrow. And then I have Oku and Yuga. We've finished Oku and Yuga Kshetra. But I'm not going to post them weekly. I might post them like every other week just to give us some time, because it's going to be a little bit till we get to, until I, you know, fully finish Atlantis, sort of. Because right now I'm on section 16, and I think there's like 26 sections here, so I've still got a fair ways to go. And I think, like I said, I think we're going to wait till, I think Knickknack's probably waiting for me to get to the end of Atlantis to decide to kind of weigh in on whether or not I think we should do a full off the shelf for both combined at the end, or a separate one for each part. Because he's been a little unsure about if we're going to do them together or separate. Okay. Oh, I'm just giggling over. I'll put a little official live announcement in the, there we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, I remember, and I stopped on section 16 last time because the reset and the update were happening, so I just didn't really have time to do them. Okay. So the three-headed dog. So we're gonna talk to Cerberus. That's gonna be so much fun. All right, let's get into it. God bless you for recommending me a berserker. Anytime you recommend me a berserker, I will happily oblige with a berserker that makes my life simple. I don't know what the fuck is up with this team comp. I don't remember why I did that. I'm gonna just shift that back. It's probably for a fight. Keep working on that Ptolemaeus. Keep working on that Ptolemaeus bond. I'd like to get that up as fast as possible. Oh, you know what? I need to project my screen out for myself so I can see what I'm doing in HD. Oh. I must reiterate to chat, did I just accidentally click skip, or did that put me straight into a combat before we had any dialogue? This has happened once before, so I don't doubt that that's what might have happened, but did I accidentally press skip, or did that kick me direct to dialogue? Or direct to fight with no dialogue? Okay, it happened once before, so I'm not gonna... Okay, alright, I'll play it as is. It's odd. It's very strange. I don't like it. It makes me confused. It's very strange. Okay, alright. So it wasn't me accidentally clicking skip. Got it. I really need my own AoE Berserker. Lohi. Lohi this winter. Really want her. Now I have an archer I like that can be single target and AoE. Then I'll have a berserker I like, hopefully, if all goes well. That would be nice. Not that I wouldn't love to pick up an Ibuki or a God Juna or a Morgan at any point before that, but you know, needs must if the option is, you know, that I have to wait till Lohi comes out and then really pray. I will wait till Lohi comes out and really pray. And if that's what happens, then catch me buying a physical copy of any book that Lohi is mentioned in to use as a fucking catalyst. Because I will. I ain't doing it again. I am not having another losing streak for that long. I will do whatever I need. Okay. I do kind of want to listen to Epic now. Every time I use song titles for the title, or song lyrics, I'm just like, I want to listen to Epic. I don't always have time for that. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to lower my screen back down, because right now you guys are there. Better angle. You know who else suffered from me sleeping in? T.H.E got stuck outside after my mom left this morning, so she was standing at the back door yelling for me. She can be No. Did I just... Am I tripping? Did I just skip? Did I just skip dialogue again? Do I need to review my own fucking stream? Okay, FGO can't do this to me. You cannot give me fight-only nodes in the center of story. I am, not capable of coping with it. That's not chill. That's emphatically not chill. Do not do this to me. I need there to be dialogue, so I don't think that okay, why? Why? I don't like this. I don't like this. Alright. Yeah, because I'm not expecting no story note. No battle nodes, okay, I know it's going to be dialogue. But no story nodes, you gotta write that down for me somewhere. I need to have a written warning that there is not gonna be story, because Lord knows I cannot handle it. I genuinely can't handle it. That's gonna target the same person. Damn. That's really annoying. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, Luna, use the litter box. It's not rocket science, based at all. Jesus. You out there like doing surgery or some shit on the litter box. Why? Oh my god. You know, I'm realizing Horizon is probably better as just a boss killer. And I didn't really think about that when I was doing this. That's okay. We learn lessons. Ryan better as boss killer. Write that down, write that down. I just feel like I'm missing something, man. In a node with no fighting, I feel like I'm missing something is the problem, or no talking. Because it just feels like there should have been something. Oh my god, baby girl! Step into the litter box. Jesus Christ! Old cats, man, they just do not know how to live, how to survive. I love Luna, but she is the weirdest fucking cat. I see her in the back corner, and I'm just like, girly pop, why? Why are we standing outside of the litter box instead of in the litter box? That is obnoxiously loud, baby girl. What are you doing in there? What demon are you exercising, my darling? Oh. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess because we're going through the labyrinth. That makes sense. I just wish I'd known that before I didn't do this section last stream, because I probably could have done a chunk of this section last stream. You know? Now I'm like, damn. You know? I could have gotten that shit taken care of, maybe. Gone one section further. Because I feel like I'm behind on sections. These sections are really long, and it's taking me a really long time to get through them. You know? Orion is a boss killer and not a wave clearer. This is something we have learned. This is something I have learned. Yeah, do it in that order so I can get Orion's hit out separately. I'm like watching the corner of my screen right here because Luna is making an ungodly amount of noise inside of the litter box. And I don't know why. She is being very strange. Jesus. And then she just runs out like the cryptid that she is. Good God. I love that cat, but she is so weird. I guess the perks of being an old cat. She gets to be like some weird skinwalker type animal. Oh, finally. Something to latch on to. Okay. We made it. That was exhausting. What's with all those defenses anyway? Maybe Hephaestus made them. In that case, they should realize we're all on the same side, damn it. Maybe they were bugging out or something. Well, whatever. The important thing is we're here now. Hephaestus! Hephaestus activated. Controller unit damaged. Substitute AI activated. Forge unit activated. Master authorization Zeki. Diagnosis Achilles. Severe injury detected. Unsuitable. Aborting plan. Yeah, that tracks. But I'm not the only option, Hephaestus. What about this guy? It's me, Hephaestus, O god of the forge. The greatest hunter in all of Greece, the invincible Orion. Denied. Orion is not invincible. Searching for true greatest hunter in Greece. Is it just me, or is he being weirdly hard on me? Searching, 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 searching. Preparing qualification exam. Oh, man. Initiating simulated battle. Condition, only archers may participate. I see. So basically, we've got to win this simulated battle before you'll give us the divine construct. And Orion's the only one here who's allowed to fight. Fine with me, Hephaestus. So who'll I be fighting? You will be fighting a servant whose data most closely approximates the Artemis of proper human history. Hey! It's her! That's just Artemis. That's me? Damn it, I can already tell this is going to be a huge pain in the ass, but fine, I'll do it. Bring it on. Alright, Orion, time for you to face down. Orion. Oh. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got going here. I don't think your battery gets you... Yeah, no, you don't have... Brother Hephaestus, if this is how strong Artemis was in proper human history, I fear for the gods. Truly, I do. Oh, I see her activating her shit. Even with that, I'm still, even with low crits, I'm plugging my way through. There we go. Oy, bye-bye, Artemis. And just before that NP charged fully. Thank God. There. Oh. Arr. You'll pay for that. Oh, buddy, you look demented. What the actual hell? That was a tiny bear who sounded just like me, letting out some absurdly long death wail before just vanishing. It was disturbingly vivid. Just a little Olympian humor. Well, whoever programmed your so-called sense of humor clearly forgot to run the debugger. Second qualification exam, psychological assessment. Can you kill the one you love? I just did, didn't I? That one was only a shadow. There may be differences between her proper human history form and Lost Belt form. Okay. But the question remains the same. Can you kill the machine, the goddess called Artemis? I've asked myself that same question a whole bunch of times. Can I really go through with it? Can I really knock an arrow to my bow, aim it up at her in the sky, and let it fly? At first, I thought I couldn't. That's why I gave up on protecting proper human history for a while. But that's not the case anymore. Sad as it is, I realize now that I'll never be able to save her that way. I understand this is a lost belt. And I understand that the thing floating around up there isn't the Artemis I know. So, if she insists on calling herself Artemis, that's enough reason for me to risk my life to stop her. When I point my bow at her, I won't do it out of anger or hatred. It'll be out of pity. Seki, a question. Based on that answer, is Orion mentally capable of carrying out this task? Bring forth the divine construct. Got it. Don't know if it's because of how I got it, but this armor always makes me feel like I'm wearing clothes my mother got me. Didn't your mother go to Hephaestus and tearfully beg him to make it for you? Yeah, she did, and I do appreciate it, along with the armor itself. What can I say? It's not always easy being a hero. Your mother was a goddess, right? My mother's my mother, period. Ha! Look at the big mama's boy! Wait, there's nothing wrong with having a good relationship with your parents, is there? Damn it. Did you really contact us just to say that? These two. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Luna. Okay. There we go. Guess it is a little rough without it. Oh, I just got a little weaker when I gave it up. Nothing to worry about. I'm happy to give up my armor if it'll help us take down Artemis. Checking, analyzing. Yes, I can reforge this into a proper human history divine construct. The reforging process will take approximately 2 hours. That long, huh? So we've just got to hang out here twiddling our thumbs for 2 hours. I'm going to take a nap. Again? I try to think as little as possible. You can only get so much mileage out of one brain, you know? I guess that makes sense, or maybe it doesn't. Don't worry. I would never ask an obvious landmine like you to lend me her lap for my nap. Wait, what? Did you really call me a landmine? Why in the world would you think that? Experience, observation, and intuition. That might not be a lot of explanation, but I still totally get where he's coming from. I've got a pretty good idea what he means too, but I think I'd better keep that to myself. On a different note, Mash, don't forget the Theos Kleronomia. Oh, right, thank you for the reminder. Excuse me, Hephaestus, but could we ask you for some of your nanomachines as well? Query, what is your intended usage for them? I want to embed them into Chaldea's ship, the Shadow Border. They'll help me make it into a ship capable of going toe-to-toe with Odysseus' fleet, and above all, one that can handle going up against Poseidon. With them, I'm certain the border can be wholly reborn. It'll be like an iron steed, swifter than shadow, like a wild hunt that commands the storm itself. Usage confirmed. Authorization granted. Hephaestus Kleronomia are now ready for allotment. Here, I'll store them in this extra-large container Captain Nemo lent us. No allotments remaining. No Hephaestus Kleronomia remaining. Thanks, Mash. Don't worry, this should be enough. So, I'll be borrowing the power of Hephaestus, god of the forge, to face my father, Poseidon. I can't tell if that's irony, destiny, or both. Either way, with these, the border and I are going to change, and we're not going to lose next time. Don't worry, Captain Nemo. I promise I'll bring the nanomachines back safe and sound. I know you will. Thanks. Oh right, that reminds me. Do you have a minute, Mochizuki Chiyome? What is this about? I've got a secret to tell you. I saw you telling Corday about it before, but so you... Yeah, Jason admitting that he needs to conserve brain power is hilarious. Waiting around like this with nothing to do is so boring. Why don't you spend this time thinking about what you're gonna do once you've got it? For all we know, you might have to fire it right after we get out of here. Firing at Artemis from this island is not recommended. Why's that? An offensive mounted on her from a nearby island failed. Every projectile disappeared before reaching her. The reason for this remains unknown. Disappeared before they could reach her, you say? That is worrying. I don't suppose you could provide us with any more details. There is a record from past visitors regarding the incident. Oh right, them. I'd rather not see their faces, but we could use all the information we can get. Show us, Hephaestus. Viewing conditions met. Uploading holographic data. Initiating playback. I commend you all for making it this far. Now, getting down to business. Since our last recording, a number of new servants have joined us, but even more of us have been killed. Many of those fell at the hands of the enemy alter egos, Senji Muramasa and Kotomine Kirei. Unfortunately, we weren't able to gather any combat data on them. My only advice is to be wary of their strength. Don't worry about our sacrifices. There's nothing you can do about them anyway. For the moment, some of us are still alive. I consider that a victory, and I'd like you to do the same. That's right. We're still around kicking and ready to help humanity. So don't worry about us, Chaldea. We all knew what we were signing up for. Moving on, take a look at this data I'm about to send you. In the time since our last recording, we too had a run-in with the moon goddesses, Artemis's cannon. If we hadn't happened to be spread out at the time, and if Heracles hadn't been there, she would have easily wiped us all out in an instant. No, that isn't quite right. We had a servant with us who realized what was happening well before the rest of us. You're talking about... right? Well, of course he'd notice. After all, I'll cover up his name just in case. At any rate, we just barely managed to make it out of there with minimal losses by enhancing our cloaking function. After that... Alert. Artemis has begun scanning this island, disabling communications for a short time. Hey, what's going... Hello? Can you hear us? Please come in. There's no response. We've been cut off. Well, no need to worry about it. He did say it was only for a short time. Hephaestus, I'll proceed to the next answer once you've confirmed that communications have been disabled. Huh? Confirmed. Communications are now disabled. Oh boy. What I'm about to tell you now has nothing to do with the Atlantic Lost Belt. None of this is certain, but I feel it is important you are told regardless. Do you feel as though there's anything off right now? Not in any of you, but in your current situation. Of course, I know that the circumstances are extremely dire right now. There's no doubt about that. But dire circumstances and something feeling off aren't the same thing. Look closely at everyone's faces. Listen intently to what they say. You may feel like it's wrong to suspect your companions, but you shouldn't. Trusting others unquestionably isn't a virtue, it's just sticking your head in the sand. So suspect everyone, even the allies you would trust with your life. And while I trust this goes without saying, keep this just between us, please. This alone probably won't be enough to assuage your doubts about shutting off the comms, but I'll also provide 2 pieces of key information. The first pertains to our mutual destination, Olympus, specifically the route for getting there. And the second pertains to Artemis. We've performed a few different experiments now, and it's clear that she's simply far beyond us. We all tried our noble phantasms on her, and not a single one of them came close. And it wasn't only because of the distance. Our attacks all disappeared on their way to her. If it's even possible to reach her, it might only be from the island situated directly beneath her. That's the one place where you might be able to strike back. I'll send you that island's coordinates too. Over and out. Resuming communications. Man, they're really going hard on this whole, like, hinting that something's off thing. Like, I am fascinated for the payout of that. Whew, there we go. What in the world just happened? Your vitals all look okay, but did anything happen while we were offline? Well, we did get our hands on some valuable information, but it was mostly just pointless chit-chat. We talked about the differences between gods and humans, philosophical quandaries, and some other crap that isn't the least bit helpful in our current situation. I guess Hephaestus was actually a lot more desperate for company than he let on. There, I've given you a plausible cover-up. You guys can take it from here since this sounds like a Chaldea problem. Just make sure you keep your stories straight. Got it? One useful thing we learned was the route to take to Olympus. And another was some information we'll need to attack Artemis. Let me see the map. At a glance, it looks like there's nothing but sea around the great pit where the Tree of Emptiness lies. So it seems like you should be able to reach it from anywhere. But in fact, thanks to Poseidon's control over the ocean currents, there's only one route you can take to get there. And to take that route, there's one island you have to cast off from. Nemesis Island. The island named after the goddess of retribution is both the starting point in our journey to Olympus and its Tree of Emptiness, and the last stop in our quest to destroy Artemis. I see. This is your area of expertise, Captain. What do you think? Well, the sea is supposed to be free. Usually it doesn't belong to anybody. But if you wanted to restrict the paths available on the sea, ruling the currents would be a sure way to do it. However, this new information also points out an unfortunate, extremely pertinent fact. Right, if this is true, then we have no possible way of escaping from Odysseus' army. Not when they already know exactly where we're headed. Since our quest to kill Artemis and cut down the Tree of Emptiness means we have to go to Nemesis Island, all Odysseus has to do is wait there for us with his army. Damn it, no wonder they haven't been putting more effort into looking for us. As far as Odysseus is concerned, we're not on the open seas. We're stuck in an impenetrable, restrictive fortress. There are all sorts of different seas out there, but this is the kind I hate the most, so much that I can actually believe the legend about the Greek Sea being red. Let me make sure I understand you properly. We cannot keep running away from Odysseus. The only way to get past him is to go through him. But there's no earthly way we can do that, right? Remember, it's not just Odysseus' army we have to worry about. It's also Artemis. Orion may be able to hit her with his new bow, but only if we focus entirely on that. But if the only way to do so is from this island Odysseus and his army are guarding, then we have to somehow fight his army and let Orion focus on killing Artemis. And that's all but impossible. Oh. Oh. Warning, warning, intruder alert, intruder alert. What? Deploying defensive measures to eliminate the threat. Error. Activating Atropos barriers 1 through 3, deploying Pygmalion counterattack system. Oh dear. We have friends. We have company. Commencing counterattack. Oh dear. Atropos barrier 1 destroyed. Atropos barrier 2 destroyed. Approximate time to Atropos barrier 3's destruction, 2 seconds. Approximate time until intruder reaches innermost temple, 10 seconds. Here it comes! Huh. Well, isn't that... You've got to be kidding me. Where the hell did they pull this thing from? Right, the echidna. I can't believe it can even give birth to creatures like this. It's got 3 heads! Ah! That's it. That's the thing that attacked us back when we first came to this lost belt. But what in the world is it? Something any figure from Greek mythology would recognize in a heartbeat. The 3-headed guard dog of hell. Cerberus, the offspring of the echidna. Oh, cute baby. Little puppy. Shit, it's going after Hephaestus. Master, we've got to keep him safe no matter what. If this thing gets through, that's it. It'll be all over for us. So come on, let's go. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that was going to happen so soon. Honestly, I kind of prefer that. I just wish I'd known in advance. Alright, so we have a rider. Assassins are strong to riders, but I don't really keep... could do the comma method. Couldn't hurt. Like, it won't kill me to attempt this, so might as well. I mean, I appreciate the main story skipping padding battles and just, like, getting me through. I just wish I had, like a little bit more warning that the change was gonna happen so soon, because I do genuinely, like, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, did I accidentally skip story? Oh no. Definitely gonna do that. Let's see. How that affect your effectiveness? Do you want to pump? I think I want to pump your NP. Yeah, I think I want to get your NP up. Let's do it this way. Okay. Missed some curses. But we got some, and that's what counts here. Alright. Alright. How much is your own battery? Okay, yeah, well enough to get me up and over. Keep that. Let's see. Merit. I have the different outfit on than I normally wear. That's interesting. I did not realize that. What are my ups? I think I've got a... Yeah, I've got quick up, so let's make sure we use that extra quick. It's going. We're gonna see if I'm... Oh, I think I am gonna be winning. I think, yep, we hit a break bar. Good. Good, and Charm works. Forget how many things Charm works on. Saber Medusa's cute little Medusa, right? In like street clothing? That's I think that's cute Medusa in street clothing. And if so, I've definitely seen her. Let's just do that for now. Ooh. Good, you're stunned. Fantastic. You do have that. What is that invincible doing for you? Was ignore sure hit, reduce attack damage to 0. Okay, I don't love that. It's one turn left, so I don't want to use her NP right now. Because I don't think Combat doesn't have ignore. Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. No. So I think we wait. We wait around. Yeah. There's the... Yeah, there was that invincible. I didn't want to use the NP. Yeah. Yeah. Take a look. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I remember this. It's so cute. That's also just fantastic art. Oh, is that what it's doing? I wasn't even looking. That actually explains a lot. Okay. Okay, I see. That explains. That explains a lot. It also explains why it didn't matter so much when I put something else first. Okay. Oh, it's about to. It's okay. At least it's only... Get fucked. Kama's got me. Okay. Not terrible, although I probably could have been smarter if I'd remembered the... If I'd even looked enough to care about that, Invincible. What the f... Do you have a... Did you have a guts? I did not see you have a guts. What the fuck? I saw you with no guts at all. Yeah, so it's invincible. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I was like, I didn't see the little guts like indicator up on the top, which is why I was so confused about it. Because I feel like I would have at least noticed that when I looked. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Collect some stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to like grab the stuff that I don't have access to yet in story, so I've been grabbing Obsidian Blade. Is there anything else here that like I probably should grab a little bit before the end of the month, guys? Because I've got like 60 of the Obsidian Blades at this point, which is not necessarily a lot, but it's a lot for me. But I'm also not necessarily like super far behind on any of these other things. So, are any of them like still locked away from me? Like I haven't gotten to the point where they drop yet? I don't think I've... Yeah. I can wait a second and see. I'll go collect my other thing first, and then y'all can tell me. Okay. I can just keep with the blades then. It doesn't really matter to me too much because I'm not really using that sort of stuff. Okay. Then yeah, I keep with the Obsidian Blades. Alright, set party pre-battle. I see the little notification. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to help. Analysis complete. Well, got anything more for us besides it's strong? Enemy is enhanced with Demeter Kleronomia. They specialize in self-regeneration. Demeter's the goddess of harvest and agriculture, right? Damn, no wonder this thing's so tough. Demeter is in charge of travel supply circulation. She processes all manner of refuse, impurities, waste, and carcasses, effectively recycling 90% of them. This enables her to make 1,000 years worth of supplies last for an approximately 4,000 year journey. I appreciate knowing her specs, but none of that matters right now. Hephaestus, is there anything you can do to help us out here? Negative. Building the divine construct requires my full concentration. So much for that idea. Damn it. Hey, I'm a hunter. Taking down dangerous beasts is my thing. If I can just lure him in a little closer, I can take care of him. Put me in, master. You won't regret it. Oh, god damn it. Do I have to use you? I do, don't I? That's not the most helpful. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, recover HP at the end of turn, and when HP reaches 0, recover HP once and survive. Apply Invincible at the end of each turn. Okay. So, it's not ideal, but actually I do want to try to supercharge his NP this round and knock out a chunk of his health now. It's okay, you can do that. I've got plenty of spare battery between these two. Yeah. There. The hope and the goal would be we take out that break bar round 1. In theory, if this hits hard enough, we should be able to, but... Oh. I needed that to hit a little harder than it did. It's frustrating. Okay. Alright, so the key is do not put him first. Let's... You have to strategically arrange it so that it's, you know. Okay. Alright. Got a pretty good Orion there, so we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna do that. It'll take no damage there, and then hopefully, yep, big chunk of damage there. Yeah. It's really annoying here trying to balance avoiding that invincible. Oh, and I'm about to lose Orion. Alright, go all in. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Now I think... Yeah, you're gonna regen at 50, but... should be able to take that out myself. Yeah. Oh. Well, actually... Damn it, if I had a starting... If I had a starting card on you to start you with some fucking HP, that actually might have been a great pull, but... Because you do have Ignore Invincible. You can stun you. But I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna successfully get up anything to... get you there in one round. I don't need to. Oh. Oh. Okay. Man. Who would have thought? Koyanskaya coming in with the killing blow. God damn. Oh, Bond level up. Nice. We're already at level 5. That's pretty fast. Only played like 2 streams with him and only 1 with him equipped fully. Okay. Oh. Cerberus has entered its combat form. We believe it should encounter the enemy shortly. Good. Set its Demeter Clitonomia to go haywire in 5 minutes. We'll use that to overload its regenerative functionality and make it explode, blowing up the entire temple. Are you sure about this, sir? Am I sure about what? Don't you think using up a demonic beast powerful enough to hold back 10,000 ships just to take out less than 10 enemy soldiers is... wasteful? Yes, sir. Perhaps. But my objective is to eliminate any possibility of their survival. Come to think of it, the report included her name among the enemy's ranks, didn't it? Yes, sir. I guess that makes this fate. Even if this operation fails, we'll be able to smoothly transition into the next one. Why do I get the feeling that Charlotte Corday is going to be, like, a problem? Something about her vibes are, like, off to me. And I don't know how to properly explain that, but, like, we keep getting comments and shit, and it just feels like it's going to be Charlotte Corday doing something. Almost there. Ah. Oh. Alert. The Demeter Clitonomia have begun to go haywire. What did you just say? Yeah, I know, because, like, Coulter and Koyan have barely made any movement, I think. External intervention confirmed. Run! Odysseus means to have Cerberus go berserk. What? Regenerative function overload detected. The enemy will release a mana burst in 10 seconds. A mana burst. Forget berserk, he plans to blow the whole island sky high. Damn it, why does Odysseus have to be so good at covering all his bases? But what about my bow and arrow? Time to completion, 30 minutes. Damn it, we can't wait that long. Oh. Please, move aside. Corday? Please, move aside. I can handle that demonic beast. Well, maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Zeus Chronomia, max power. Le Rêve Ensoleil. Oh. God damn. Aggressive. Hi, buddy. No way. She wiped him out like it was nothing. I can't believe it. Did you just say Zeus Clitonomia, Charlotte Corday? Yes, I did. I finally remember everything. I'm a heroic spirit from proper human history who was summoned here. As a Lost Belt servant. Oh. Her eyes changed color. Superb ending. Great positioning. It's dead superb cliffhanger. I remember decrepit old machines, along with the great trees that had swallowed them up, and I remember the sunset that dyed everything with a pale red tint. I was summoned in answer to chants and prayers, and I immediately recognized that something was off. So it worked. First, we draw a proper human history spell on top of a ley line, and then assided a pseudo-command spell. Not a very cost-efficient process. Much easier to get the numbers we need by turning Atlantean civilians into soldiers. Where am I? Wait. Who am I? I know nothing. I can't figure out what's going on. All I know for sure is that I'm in a very dangerous situation. Are you my master? Yes, I am. From here on, you will dedicate your body, your life, and your skills to Olympus down to your very last drop of blood. It is through this servitude that your life will have meaning. What do you mean by that? If this is beyond your comprehension, then your only task is to die. The steely man spoke quietly, but his words carried an unmistakable fury. Yes, master, my life is yours to command. What is your true name? Charlotte Corday. I see. The French Revolution's angel of assassination. Perhaps your presence here is because I killed Chevalier de Aon and Charles-Henri Sanson. The blood of your French contemporaries must have acted as a catalyst. That kind of executioner. You killed him? He doesn't answer. My entire body feels heavier from the weight of this unbelievable revelation. I may have used this ley line to summon you, but I have no expectations for you whatsoever. My sole purpose in calling you here was to exhaust this ley line's magical energy. There is nothing you can do to aid me, and I have no need for your loyalty. His words, such dull, passionless words, stung like white-hot needles. We've confirmed that the ley line has spun out of control and suffered irreparable damage, sir. No one will be summoning any more servants from this one. Nonetheless, now that our fates have been tied together, I must give you some sort of order. I can't have you wandering around aimlessly when you don't belong here. I guess I'm going to be kicked out since there's no place for me here. I resist the urge to form a very unservant-like, self-deprecating smile. So your order is this. Forget about us. From there, the Zeus Clitonomia will guide you. Guide me? You are now just another rogue servant. All you need to do from here on is oppose us like the others. However, should the demiurge inside you encounter an enemy god someday, then you will serve as a beacon. That is the only way in which you might possibly be of use to me. Your actions will not be driven by your forgotten layers of memory, but by the Zeus Clitonomia that have been embedded in your ID. Once the Zeus Clitonomia within you are fully activated, that will be the end. That is the only role I have for you, my servant. Cold-blooded, man. Information I don't understand starts to pour into my brain even as my memories of being summoned disappear. All I could do to resist was scream. When it was over, all that was left was my plain, ordinary, utterly useless self. Huh? Does this mean I was summoned? That's right. I'm a servant of proper human history. My true name is Charlotte Corday. I was summoned to this Greek lost belt so I could... Well, I'm not sure why I was summoned, but I still have to do the best I can. There was always a strange fog hanging over a corner of my mind. It was there back then. And then. And then. And then. And then. And then. There was always something that felt off. Now that I've remembered what happened, it's so obvious. Such a simple truth. Stay back. If you get too close to me, I won't be able to take it. Don't go near her, Seki. Zeus Clitonomia activated. Spirit origin collapse initiated. Crap, her spirit origin's one step from falling apart. It's swelling up with magical energy. It can't handle the strain. She's like a balloon full of hostility that's just about to pop, and she's aiming it all right at us. I can sense it too, but it isn't from Corday. Zeus, the demiurge. It would seem that Zeus Clitonomia inside her have begun to take control. Hey, Master of Chaldea, you need to finish her off. Otherwise, you're just making her suffer. Lord Apollo, that's... You stay back, Seki. I'll take care of it. You don't even have to give the order. Please, I can't hold out any longer. I'm about to lose conscious. First things first, we need to stop her. Everything else can wait until after that. Come on, take up your weapons. I knew Corday was suspicious. I knew Corday was suspicious. Okay. Alright, so definitely don't want to use... Okay, you're upping me on a caster, but honestly, if you're upping me on a caster, I'd rather just use a berserker. Use a Morgan. Swap my lineup back. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, so just right off the bat. Can't buff you. I cannot, well... I'm gonna buff you without increasing your NP gauge, because I want to keep that separate. I need to check what her condition is. Alright, let's see. Increase quick arts, buster card effectiveness, decrease damage taken, and decrease defense. Okay, alright. Alright, let's go with that. And then I'll pop my buffs next round on Morgan. Mostly because I think, yeah, I was gonna say I got a pretty good chance of breaking that break bar, so in one go. So they're not incredibly high break bars. She did give herself a lot of buffs though. Ooh. Okay. Pop it. Check. Yeah, increases. Increases a whole lot of shit. Let's be real, that's what Morgan's here for. We just need to get through the first 2 break bars. When we're down to 1 break bar, I can kill almost anything. You know? However, we should be able to use Morgan again. In theory. Oh wow, she's really going for it. Yikes. I mean, she targets Koi and Sky. Koi and Sky is just gonna take it because she doesn't have guts or anything. But I do have pretty active guts and shit on everyone else, so. Oh, 3,000 left? That's some bullshit. To drop an NP with 3. Yeah. If I'd had like 10% more on a crit. Oh, fuck you. Buddy, suck a dick. That's what guts are for. I realize that it's not like... I don't really know how the UI works on like who the enemies choose to target, but like I do think it's quite funny that like she wouldn't go for like Morgan, because I would see Morgan as like the biggest threat in what's left out of my servants. You know what I mean? And this is why. Because there we go. You are gonna be horrendously overkilled. Oh, you recovered a lot of HP. That's annoying. Yeah, that's fair. How many guts is she gonna pop, is my question. Is that the only one, or are we gonna get another one? I don't see any more guts. Fuck if I know what I'm using, but... Huh, okay. Rude. Rude. There. With as often as I'm ending up in my backline, I really need to start considering what my backline is composed of. Yeah, I might have to stop using it as a dumping ground for bonding servants. Huh. I'm going to put her out of her misery. That's all we can do for her now. Wait. Orion? Corday, let me make sure I understand what's going on. This is all happening because the Zeus Clitonomia inside you are acting up, right? Yes, that's right. Then do you think you can hold on just a little longer? Huh? No, I can't. It's just too... Master. It'd be really easy to put her out of her misery now. All I'd have to do is smash her spirit core. But, are you really okay with that? Then what do you suggest we do instead? We force the Zeus Clitonomia to shut down. Hephaestus. Can your Hephaestus Clitonomia disable Zeus Clitonomia? Yes. But they cannot remove them. I would also need Athena Clitonomia to do that. Freezing target spirit origin. Initiating comatose state induce. Hold up. We were supposed to use those Clitonomia to enhance the border. What you're proposing here doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Even in light of all the contributions she's made, it's clear that reinforcing the border should be our top priority. I understand how you feel, but you won't do her any favors by wasting invaluable resources on a fool's errand. Hephaestus, there's got to be a way to make this work, right? If there wasn't, you'd have already said something. First, acquire Athena Clitonomia. Then, re-extract Hephaestus Clitonomia to use again. Let me be sure I understand you. You propose that we first use these Hephaestus Clitonomia to freeze Charlotte Corday's spirit origin. From there, we inject her with Athena Clitonomia, then re-extract the Hephaestus Clitonomia? Correct. I'll be blunt. Do we really, in your view, have time to go to such lengths for an essentially useless pawn? I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. But we don't even know where these Athena Clitonomia are. Sending coordinates to Athena Clitonomia now. You know, there's such a thing as being too capable. Well now, they appear to be on Eris Island, which is just off the coast of Nemesis Island. It is at least on our way. Please, don't. Please. Not being useful is one thing, but I couldn't take it knowing I was dragging all of you down. Master, now's the time to decide. Jason, how can you... I know, Mandricardo, but the fact is, only the living have the right to decide what will become of the dead. Now, what's it going to be? Oh. Yeah, got it. Understood. Please, don't. You don't have to do this for me. How can we call ourselves heroes if we can't even save one person in trouble? That about sum it up? Don't worry about it. Once you're all better, you could pay us back by saving us yourself. I can't save you. I can't save anybody. I'm just... Then don't worry about that either. We're just gonna save you because it feels better that way. You're all very unreasonable creatures, aren't you? Damn it, I can't believe Achilles and I feel the same way about something. On second thought, if Paris is good with it, that's enough for me! Think you two could step aside for a moment? Thanks. I don't think it's my place to say anything here, but for what it's worth. If you're certain you won't regret this, Psyche, I'm fine with it. Dragging others down is an awful feeling. In some ways, it's a lot worse than death. It can make you want to drown your sorrows in booze, or end things altogether. However, I'm still the captain of this ship, and I'm not letting any of my crew take the easy way out. So you're going to help us hoist the sails, raise the anchor, and conquer this sea with anger and laughter alike. Because you're an Argonaut, and that's what we do. Why is Jason making me like him? I agree with Captain Jason. I'm not very good at socializing. At heart, I'm honestly a misanthrope, but that has nothing to do with my principles. And one of Captain Nemo's principles is, if there's someone in front of you you can help, you help them. Period. Ugh, I swear, the whole lot of you. Fine, you win. Psyche, you hereby have my permission to save Charlotte Corday, so save her already. Please, help me. Right. Here are the Hephaestus Clitonomia. I recommend intravenous injection. Spirit origin frozen. Zeus Clitonomia propagation halted. How's Corday doing? First she collapsed and now she appears to be sleeping. I will carry her. It would not be right to ask Master, Lady Mash, or any of the male servants to do so. Man, Mochizuki Chiyome, you just pop up like randomly. Not to worry, her breathing is strong and steady, so please focus your attention on the weapon. Good point. We got caught up in all that, but how's my bow coming along, Hephaestus? The Divine Construct reforging is complete. It is a compound longbow designed solely for use against interstellar fighters. I call it Aegis Eclipse. Amazing. Incredible. I can't believe you put together a weapon as powerful as an anti-fortress noble phantasm so quickly. Well, he is still the god of the forge, even without his brain. Way to go, Hephaestus. Oh right, I forgot you hate me. Affirmative. Still, with a bow like this, I think we have a real shot at beating Artemis. When I was alive, I once got my hands on the legendary sacred sword Durandal, said to be the greatest sword to ever exist. And it feels like this bow is just as powerful. Hell yeah, don't stop with the praise now. That's my old armor you're talking about after all. That part, I don't like. Come on, guys, you could at least try being a little grateful. Let's see, looks like it's got 2 arrows. Only 2? I thought we told Hephaestus to make at least 5. If you miss even 1 shot now, we'll be done for. Don't worry, there's no way I'd miss. That's exactly the sort of arrogance that leads to screw-ups. Ugh, damn it. Unfortunately, this was the best I could do with the materials available. Too bad I didn't have my shield with me. I'm sure that would have let you make more. 1 arrow must eliminate Artemis's defenses. The other must destroy her main unit. Yeah, I think I can make that work. You know, you literally only get 1 shot at both, right? Don't worry, I'm the greatest hunter Greece has ever seen, remember? Requesting wielder perform final test. Right. Can't use the real arrows now, of course, so I'll have to try with a different one. Ugh. Well, it won't be easy, but it looks like I can manage it. Excellent. Then from there, it's only a matter of whether or not you can fire it accurately at the target. Not quite. It's also a matter of what's going to happen to my spirit origin afterwards. Theos Clitonomia or not, I can tell firing those arrows is going to take one hell of a toll. Good. Now we finally have the weapon we need to destroy the moon goddess, and an archer that can wield it. All that's left now is... Oh. Intruder alert. Warning, Artemis has begun readying her cannon. I recommend taking immediate shelter. Repeat, I recommend taking immediate shelter. Artemis? I recommend taking immediate shelter. I recommend taking immediate shelter. My current defensive systems cannot withstand this attack. Take the civilian emergency escape pod. I've already set it to your ship's coordinates. Go. Does this mean she's going to blow this entire island sky high? Correct. Wait. Since you made the divine construct on this island, that would mean most of your primary unit would have been here too. Correct. What does that mean? It means this is the end for Hephaestus, Paris. That summation is both inaccurate and inappropriate. You should explain more accurately. I will disappear. Though there is another separate of my units which remains on Olympus along with Promethe. Shut up. No wonder Aphrodite always cheated on your gloomy, uptight, can't look away from your forge for a minute ass. That seems more like than a little uncalled for. I don't know anything about her, and I don't care. My mating unit was the first one I got rid of. You do know we might end up fighting her at Olympus, right? We chose different paths, much as it pains me to say it. Then you do feel pain about it. I shouldn't have said that. Forget about it. Oh, you bet I will. Alright then, see you around, Hephaestus. Even in this lost belt, you are still the same old you. Farewell, Apollo from Proper Human History. You were good for just as little here as you were there. Go, Proper Human History. Go put the world back as it should be. Escape pod activated. Initiating acceleration. Chances of escape, 78%. Chances of eradication, 17%. Defensive systems online. Initiating attack on target in orbital space. Failure. According to brain unit calculations, the chances of Proper Human History survivors arriving at Olympus are 5.6%. Incoming report from Communications Unit. Interstellar Fighter Artemis is initiating a call. Why? Hey, I've got huge news. What is it? An Olympian soldier said Lady Artemis is going to fire one of her arrows here. Really? Then the gods have finally come for us. Let's go tell the others. We'll finally be setting off. I knew there was no point to having these communication features. How could there be when nobody ever uses them? Maybe I would have used them back then if I'd realized 300 years ago, but now... Hey, Kynagos, great news. What is it? Get a load of this. Lady Artemis is going to show us some affection. We'll finally get to leave for Olympus. I see, so the time has finally come. Yeah, I can't wait. The whole village is already gathered out in the village square. Are you joining too? No, that's okay. I prefer this comfy old home of mine. Okay, suit yourself. Bye. Well, I suppose this is just the way life goes. Next time around, I hope I'll be born as a human closer to the gods. Oh, Artemis, great Artemis, goddess of the moon, destroyer of stars. Please, bathe us in your glorious light. Please, take away our sins. Because I saw potential in proper human history. Treason. Our duty is to help make the future as bright as possible. So you're saying Zeus is wrong. That's why the heroes rejected you. The very fact that heroes of proper human history didn't take your side is evidence for why our history was denied. Negative. They were only afraid of dying. Humans fear death above all else and will do anything to prevent it. That is partially correct. Most humans, most life forms, fear death. They squander their short lives, unable to endure the attendant pain and emptiness. There is no area in which humans surpass gods. However, there are times when beings only slightly superior to humans manage to overcome that hurdle, whether it be knowledge, strength, mentality, or something else. These beings take up weapons because there is something they fear more than their own deaths. We call these beings heroes, and they have not existed among us for far too long. Incorrect. I disagree with everything you have said. This time I will destroy you utterly. I accept this death willingly. We were one to begin with, and we will eventually be one again. After my next message, I will reject all future communication requests. Perish. That's rough, buddy. Okay. Alright. Soldier Sage's Trap. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a crapshoot all over the place. I think because of that, I'm just gonna take the easy way out. There we go. Oh goodness, big boom. All ships full speed ahead. All systems green. All systems are green on the shadow border too. And, judging by the comms link status, it looks like that's true for the other two ships too. Looks like Hephaestus is gone now, along with the rest of Percy Island. Damn it. I bet. He was oddly human for a god. Nonetheless, at the very end, he both saved your lives and created a bow designed to destroy Artemis. I only wish the other gods who sided with humanity had survived as well. Me too. I know the Greek gods are generally depicted as very, emotional beings, but all the same. You're not wrong there, Mash. That definitely describes Lord Apollo. Hey now, you don't know that. I could just be an automated system running a bunch of programs, right? It's more than possible to simulate a personality, along with external displays of emotion. Of course, if the system itself is designed to express emotion, then who's to say there's any difference between such fake emotions and real ones? And if there is a difference, what could it be? This isn't about philosophy. This is a purely practical matter. What do you think, Orion? You mean about you guys having feelings? Of course you do. Well now, I'm surprised you didn't even need to think about it. What's there to think about? You could list all the differences between humans and machines you like, and it wouldn't change anything for me. Once you get to a point where you're testing zeros and ones for nigh infinity, that's basically analog in my book. We all get to decide what emotions are for ourselves. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. Here, Apollo, I'll ask you myself, are your emotions real? Well, I'll be damned. I never thought I'd ever lose a debate to a barbarian like you. The fact is, when it comes to things you make and wish with all your heart were real, it becomes impossible to tell what is real from what is not. That's enough talking. I'm going to head to the next island now. We might have evaded Artemis again, but Odysseus still knows we're here. If we dawdle for too long, it'll only be a matter of time until he has us surrounded again. Our next stop is Eris Island, the island right before our ultimate destination of Nemesis. I am afraid Lady Corday is still comatose. That's because the Zeus and Hephaestus nanomachines are fighting each other for control, so she's been effectively deactivated as a result. That said, I ran an analysis on her spirit origin, and it looks like she's slowly wasting away. So it's a race against time then. Yeah. In that case, I take it you won't mind if we sail full speed ahead to Eris Island. Fearless leader? Not at all. Our next goal is to find the Athena Clitonomia. Once we've used them to revive Miss Happy-Go-Lucky there, we'll use the Hephaestus Clitonomia to finish work on the Nautilus. From there, we'll be heading out to cut down the Tree of Emptiness, but of course, we'll need to figure out the right time to bring down Artemis and deal with Odysseus' army. And let's not forget we'll also need to take down Poseidon while we're at it. I say, isn't that a preposterously tall order? Forget tall, it's damn near impossible. That said, the Argo is the very pirate ship that made the impossible possible, so don't worry, Subordinate A. I've got everything well in hand. Surely you're not referring to me as Subordinate A, are you? I assume you mean the shifty, uninsured layabout idly fiddling with the console there, yes? It's Moonier. 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 3 syllables. It's not that hard. Oh, I'd like to go with you. Is that okay, Holmes? That's fine. I expect we'll be continuing our dive for... Oh, Jesus. I missed the last 2 words. Okay. Clicked it a little too fast. Continue our dive for some time yet. Okay. No, she doesn't. Hopefully that's true, but there's no way we can tell she's not having, say, horrible nightmares. Da Vinci. Hey, sorry for the intrusion, but I thought I'd go ahead and take a little break myself. Oh, in that case, go ahead and take the chair. We don't mind standing. Thanks. Whew. Looks like you two have been through a whole lot, huh? That's for sure. Still, you made the right choice. No, that's not quite right. Back then, at that moment, you were in the right, completely and fully. I agree. Master, Senpai doesn't always do the right thing. I know she snuck food sometimes, for example. But I absolutely wholeheartedly support the choice she made back there. That aside, you really shouldn't sneak food, you know? It's not fair to the rest of us, and it's not good for you either. I just get hungry sometimes. Foo, foo. It looks like you've made an enemy of Foo. Okay. We're coming up on Eris Island now. Jason said he wants Seki and Mash to come to the Argo. Understood. Please hang in there just a little longer, Corday. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This time, I want to get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Mandricardo, Achilles, Paris, Chiome, Master, Mash. Go out there and bring back the Athena Clitonomia as fast as you can. I'll stay here on the ship duty. Good to have you on the team. Little punk. Very well then. I will go scout ahead as per usual. Come, Master and Lady Mash, let us be on our way. Thank you, Chiome. I'm glad you're here with us. Teehee. She's really happy to have someone looking up to her. I can tell. We have made land. Uh-oh. I smell blood in the air. Do not let down your guard. Blood? I don't smell any blood. Me neither, but I can feel in my bones that something went down here. Now that you mention it, I think maybe I feel something like that too. He really doesn't want Achilles to beat him at anything, does he? Not that I could blame him. Aha, this must be the source of that smell. It's a dead demonic beast. Ugh, it's a little grotesque, isn't it? Well, it is missing its head, so... Let me see that. Yep, it was killed by a single strike. This was clearly a person's doing. Based on the cut, I believe they must have used a sword or similar large blade. Damn, that must mean the soldiers got here ahead of us. Then again, this is the closest island to Nemesis, so I guess it makes sense that they'd be here. In that case, we have all the more reason to secure the Athena Kleronomia and make a hasty retreat. Fortunately, we know exactly where to look thanks to Lord Hephaestus' precise coordinates. True. So, we'd better get a move on if we're going to make the most of our advantage. Make sure you don't fall behind, Paris. Why am I the only one you're calling out by name? Because you're the only one who was looking at butterflies and going, "Ooh, pretty!" not 5 minutes ago. Lord Paris, I am afraid I think your behavior may be too frivolous for our present circumstances. I'm sorry. Come on then, let's get going. We don't have any time to waste. According to Hephaestus, the temple should be directly to the northwest of these woods. Yup, there it is. I can see it over there. Oh. And there's the guards. We should take them quickly before they have a chance to contact the others. Paris, I want you to get the ball rolling. You can handle that, right? Yeah, I can. How about you, Master? Are you ready? Okay, here I go. I'm counting on your help, Lord Apollo. Yeah. Wait, you meant as an actual ball? Just chucks Apollo at the enemy. Okay. Just gonna drop that now and move on to the next round. Okay. Oof. Okay. Oh my goodness. Why are we back with wyverns? I thought we didn't have to deal with those anymore. I'm mostly kidding. Hey! And there's my refund for our final fight. Where now we just drop this shit. I do love God Juna. He is fantastic. 10 out of 10. Ooh. Okay. Go. And then we're gonna drop another NP. Because that's just how we roll. Beautiful. Beautiful. categoric overkill. Okay. They were much stronger than I thought. Yes, they were. It did feel like they were on another level than the ones we fought before, didn't it? Ah, well, doesn't matter now. We don't have time to stand around pondering what-ifs. Let's keep moving. T.H.E. Ah, damn it. I just felt the same thing. It would seem another message has been left here for us. Seki, authorization complete. Initiating prior visitor support mission. Uploading holographic data. Hey there, looks like we're all still alive. This will probably be the last transmission we send from Atlantis. You should be able to acquire the Athena Clitonomia you came here for once it's over. How are you holding up, Master of Proper Human History? We have not yet met, but I hope you are not too exhausted. Between the robotic gods, the nanomachine-infested demonic beasts, and Odysseus, there are more than enough adversaries here powerful enough to break your spirit. I can only hope you've found the strength to continue on undeterred. As for us, we've finished most of what we needed to accomplish, and we've made a few arrangements we hope will prove useful later. All that remains now is to hope they work as intended. Mochizuki Chiyome, Mandricardo, I'm sorry for asking you both to stay behind. Though I know Jason bailed out of his own accord. It's okay. I'm positive Lord Jason will bounce back sooner or later. Anyway, there you have it. We'll be setting off to Olympus now. I promise we'll find a way to help you. Odysseus's army is right on our heels even as we record this. Chevalier d'Aeon, Charles-Henri Sanson, can I ask you two to handle the rest? Of course, though I'm afraid we won't be able to do much more than buy the rest of you some time. Just be sure you make the most of the time we buy you. Of course, the time you buy us here will be worth its weight in gold. What is it, Kintoki? Oh, you know, since this is the last time we're going to call, I just thought I'd say something before we hang up. See you in Olympus, Master of Chaldea. I'll be waiting there for you too, and I'll make sure to have some lovely tea leaves ready. All right then, Master of Chaldea, we look forward to meeting you. Good luck. So their identity remained a mystery right to the very end. Here comes the Athena Clitonomia. I'll start the extraction procedure. Oh my goodness. Okay. Athena Clitonomia extraction complete. It looks like there's only enough for one servant. So this'll let us put Corday back to normal, huh? I hope so. You don't sound too sure. I understand that the plan is to use the Hephaestus Clitonomia to keep the Zeus Clitonomia at bay, until we can use the Athena Clitonomia to get rid of them, but that is easier said than done. Every part of it is taking a significant toll on her spirit origin. Yeah, that's true. Hell, her spirit origin was already on the verge of falling apart thanks to the Zeus Clitonomia alone. Who knows if she'll be able to handle their removal. Only the gods know, as they say. He's right. All we can do now is bring this stuff back to Corday. Though of course this will all be for nothing if she ends up dying. Shut up, Apollo, or I'll turn you into a soccer ball. You keep your hands off of Lord Apollo. That's up to him. Alright, we have heard the other's last message, and we have acquired the Athena Clitonomia we came for. Best we leave while we can. Oh my goodness. I see her. I'm taking the shot. Sorry, Master. Huh? Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Master. Everything just went black for a moment. I had to move at ultrasonic speed. That's why I apologized in advance. Damn it. They figured out we're here. Where did that arrow come from? Hang on, Master. I'll be right. Stay back. Huh? Mash, your shield. Oh, what a shame. I missed. That's 'cause I made you miss. Ugh, I still feel sick whenever I see you. What the hell are you doing aiming at Master Chiron? Why wouldn't I? It is the soundest, most efficient strategy. And when the enemy's most key figure is also completely helpless on the field of battle, don't you think it only makes sense to go after her first? It can't be. No, wait. Achilles, is he? Yeah, he's lost belt aligned Chiron. Chiron? He was the one who taught Jason, Achilles, Heracles, and Asclepius. He's the greatest sage Greece has ever known. If he is on the lost belt side now, then there is no room whatsoever to resolve this peacefully. Damn it. You'll just have to all rush him at once. It's the only way you can win. Jason's plan is a good one, heroes I have never had the pleasure of meeting. However, there is one thing I must say in response. Did I ever say I was alone? Oh. Damn it. I should have known he'd be good at this. There are no records in proper human history of Chiron ever taking part in battle himself. But it would seem the same is not true in this lost belt. Right you are. Whatever the Chiron of your world may have been like, I am firmly on the god side in this conflict. Whatever you guys do, don't let your guard down. I'm going to do everything I can to keep Master out of harm's way. Don't expect much support from her. I'm not planning to stop for anything. Oh yeah, we have no master skills because of that. Okay. It's not entirely reassuring, but but whatever, I don't use them most of the time anyways. Oh, you got an evade up. Now, is that a one attack evade? Is it a, like, how many turns? What, let's see. One left. Okay. Yep. So you'll evade that one, but you won't evade these two. Oh, one turn left. It might have been... Okay, we'll see. I might have misread that. Sometimes the words are... No, okay. Alright, so that did break a break block. Okay. Alright. No, you're not the only one with the what evades up, bitch. I also have evades up. Right? It's freaking hilarious, to be honest. Just... Oh, his evade up. Fuck. Okay, so that was for attack. Alright, and he's gonna drop an NP. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Not the worst choice for her to choose. For him to choose. Genuinely. Not terrible for me. Okay. Alright, the evade is down. So now we just need to try to pound the fuck out of him. I do wish I had a non-arts attack, but that got me NP regeneration, so... Oh, fuck yo evade. Fuck yo evade. Alright. Let's see. One turn. Okay. So basically... Okay. Oh. You know what? I think she might Kamivox, given the... Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know. Let's take a look. Apply Ignore Invincible, but... I don't know, it doesn't say Pierce Invulnerable, just Ignore Invincible. I think those are different things. I could be wrong. They might not be different things, but I think they're different things. Okay. Either way, it works, so... You know. Oh. You gotta pick like one set of fucking wording for this kind of shit, people. You can't have different phrasing. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. That's alright. You, the final man, you will get my undivided attention. Undivided attention. Okay. And by undivided attention, I do mean undivided. Okay. You saved my life again. Okay. Don't say anything. You could end up biting right through your tongue. Behind you. Ugh. Damn it, he's got us pinned down on two sides. As I thought, I knew I made the right choice shooting your heel. You did that? Yeah, he completely blindsided me. He knew everything I was gonna do before I did it. Indeed, thanks to the combat data I took from Proper Human Histories, Chiron. That's it. It all makes sense now. You killed my teacher, you bastard. Yes, I did. Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. He's taunting me. One step and I'd be in the jaws of his trap, playing right into his hands. Master, I'm gonna ask you again. What are your orders? Understood. Mandricardo, Chiome, you two bring up the rear. Understood. On it. We're all ready to leave. Hurry back to the shore. A single wooden sword. How recklessly brave of you. Let us see how you like dealing with the cursed god pillar, Ibuki Daimyojin. Huh. Oh, so you use nanomachines as well, but unfortunately... Oh. Hephaestus Clitonomia are simply outmatched when pitted against the superior Zeus Clitonomia. Hephaestus may have been a god, but he was a hapless fool of a god whose one and only talent was swinging a hammer. Now, if they had been Athena Clitonomia, matters might have been different. So my hidden trump card had no effect. At least we bought some time. Now come on. Very well then, let us bring this skirmish to a close. As I am part of Olympus here, I did not meet the same end as my proper human history counterpart. But fortunately, now that I have killed him, I too have unlocked this noble phantasm. O malevolent scorpion, the time of your purge has come. Dissipate among the stars. Antares snipe. Sermet de Durandal. Yeah. And done. Oh, that's strange. I was sure I had killed them. Gah. Now I see. His noble phantasm shielded them from any fatal injuries. But unfortunately for you, it seems you won't be doing any more fighting now that your sword is broken. You sure about that? This is my noble phantasm. Serment de Durandal. Come on, let's get out of here. I am sorry, I cannot. What do you mean you can't? Never mind me, just go, run. But I have another way out of this. Hurry. Got it. I see. Now I know there are some heroes out there who are able to use their noble phantasms with or without a weapon. We'll go after the... Don't bother. There's no need for that. The one they call Mandricarda may have gotten away unscathed, but this one was not so lucky. And I doubt the Hephaestus Clitonomia will help her recover from her injuries soon enough to be a problem. Now then. Damn it. Normally, I would just kill her now and have done with it, but she will be more useful to us alive and in custody. What do you mean, sir? The Echidna is running low on magical energy. She should make for a good snack. A snack? If my choices are becoming a snack or dying with pride, I gladly choose the latter. Not so fast. Take her away. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Odysseus. I failed to acquire the Athena Clitonomia. It's all right. We already have enough for one servant. That should satisfy Olympus. But won't we be at a disadvantage if the Chaldeans use the Athena Clitonomia for themselves? We were able to recover some fragments of Hephaestus' video footage before Lady Artemis destroyed him. Oh, but I thought he was thoroughly vaporized. He and Lady Artemis had a short conversation, right before he met his end. We were able to retrieve a tiny bit of footage from that. And, if it's to be believed, the Chaldeans plan to use Athena's legacy to save a single, insignificant servant. Oh, insignificant, you say? We might have been at something of a disadvantage if they had used it on a hero like Orion. But, with Charlotte Corday, we have absolutely nothing to worry about. Understood. Then I will make my way back now. Fine. I'm sure Chaldea will come fully prepared, but that's as far as it will go. There will be no surprises, no coincidences, and no lucky breaks. We will simply crush them quickly and thoroughly. Understood. Then I will take the spoils of our victory with me. Good. One more servant's worth of magical energy should be enough to let the Echidna produce another Cerberus. I'm counting on you, comrade. Worry not, comrade. I have everything well in hand. Interesting. Okay. Oh, no battle note. Oh yeah, because we're just going to save Corday. Okay. Sorry I'm late. Where's Chiome? I had to leave her behind. I'm sorry. Is she dead? She wasn't when I left her. But, given how all those border guards were closing in around her, I don't think she'll... That's okay. As long as she's not dead, she still has a chance to fight back. I don't think so. Not in this case. No, you're probably right. Does she have some sort of secret plan? I mean, she's a ninja. She'll have some explosives hidden somewhere on herself, won't she? Perhaps she means to take a hostage or something along those lines. It'd be nice if that were the case. Anyway, let's go. We still need to give Corday the Athena Clitonomia. You're really going through with that. I know you need the Hephaestus Clitonomia to refit the border. But right now, the Athena Clitonomia still doesn't belong to anyone. You could just as easily use them to strengthen Orion or Achilles. Well, what do you two say to that? I don't need them. Me neither. There you go. Man, you guys are stubborn, but okay, I won't stop you. As long as you're not putting Paris in harm's way. Besides, it'd be a waste of good nanomachines to give him Athena's power. So go ahead, follow your heart or whatever. Thanks for your permission that we didn't need. That's right. I believe that whenever you're unsure of whatever you should do next, the best thing you can do is follow your heart. Then again, following my heart is what led to the Trojan War. You really ought to learn how to reel yourself in. Yeah. Just drop kick, you know? There's been no change in her condition aside from continuing to slowly waste away. Theoretically, the way we'd go about this is we'd give her the Athena Clitonomia first, have them fight off the Zeus Clitonomia in place of the Hephaestus Clitonomia, and then extract the Hephaestus Clitonomia back out of her. At the moment, she's just barely hanging in here thanks to 3 servants worth of Clitonomia we've given her. The biggest risk is whether she'll hold out until we can extract Hephaestus's, since all 3 gods will basically be vying for dominance inside her body. We also don't know if the Athena Clitonomia will be able to beat Zeus's after we take the Hephaestus Clitonomia out. If they can't, she'll probably end up dead, and even if they can, her spirit origin might not hold out. At this point, whether she can overcome all of this depends entirely on her endurance and her will to survive. Okay, let's do it, Psyche. Mash, Nemo Nurse, would you mind helping me out? Because if the information Hephaestus gave us is anything to go by, what I'm about to do is going to hurt a whole hell of a lot. Of course, I'd be glad to. Understood. Here goes. Ow, 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 ah. Oh no, that sounded like... Shit, she just snapped a bone. Hold her down. Damn it, I'll help out too. Ah! Orion! I'm okay, but how the hell did she do that? I can't believe how strong she is now. It must be because Zeus, Athena, and Hephaestus are all going nuts inside her. Get in here, Orion. You too, Mandricardo. It's because the nanomachines are crazy powerful all by themselves. It's like they're fighting a war inside her body. Hold her hand. After that, it's all up to her and how badly she wants to pull through. Her vitals are all over the place. Her spirit origin can't take more of this. No more. Please, it hurts so much. Just let me die. I just want the pain to go away. But I can't hold out anymore. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. This pain is unbearable. My spirit core could shatter at any moment, assuming my body doesn't tear itself apart first. Someone shoves their hand in my mouth to stop me from biting my tongue. I bite their hand as hard as I can instead. All I can think about is the pain. It's all that runs through my head. Any loyalty I had, any love or longing, all has been dyed a vivid flood of pain. What's the point? I'm not worth it. What am I even doing here? There, the Hephaestus Clitonomia are all out. Now we just have to see if the Athena Clitonomia can win. I'm useless. I'm pathetic, incompetent, incapable of doing anything to help. I'm a servant. I was summoned here. I was going to fight by their side. So why? Why am I so useless? Is there even any point to my existing when I can't do anything to help? No, there isn't, so there's no reason to try to endure this horrific pain. I should just give in and die. That's the logical thing to do. So why does my body still want to live so badly? Why? Why? Why does it insist on hanging on when I'm just trying to give up? Be quiet. That's not your choice to make anymore. I hear a voice whispering inside me in response to my internal screaming. You need to live. You need to fight. You're the only one who can fight this fight. You're the only one who can reach where you need to go. That's why you already chose one of the skills Athena offered you. Maybe nobody else knows about that yet, but I do. So regardless of what kind of sad, lonely end might be waiting up ahead, you can't die no matter what. It's not your fault. You never experienced these things while you were alive. The joy of fighting to save the world, the joy of saving someone. You didn't save her because you love her. You love her because you saved her. It's pure, innocent egoism. A flood of words washes over me, only some of which make sense. But there is one thing I definitely understand now. The fact that apparently there's still something I need to do. Squeeze the hand that's been holding yours. Cry and shout to endure the pain if you must. But don't you dare choose death. Killing is the only way for me to fulfill my role. Don't give up. Keep fighting until you make it to the end. My friend keeps calling out to her, never letting go of her hand. She's holding her head down like she's praying, holding her hand to her forehead. She knows she can't just breathe new life into her. She knows she's not actually doing anything to help. But the way I see it, Seki doesn't have any other choice. Her convictions, or something along those lines, won't let her do otherwise. That said, she's fully aware that it won't do anything to help. Corday's endurance is being brutally tested. She's hurt, injured, and in serious pain, and she's the one who chose to use the Athena Clarinomia on her. It could end up all being for nothing. The Athena Clarinomia could end up being wasted. Maybe it would have been better if we hadn't used them on her after all. Those are the sort of agonizing thoughts running through Seki's head. She must be unable to live with herself right now. So I decided I'd try saying something to her. Don't worry about it, Seki. You're praying and wishing as hard as you can right now. It makes total sense that you didn't know what to do or say back then. Nobody could have. So you can't tell yourself it was wrong or cowardly. Isn't that right, Mash? Right. Look, as your friend, I'm telling you, don't whine about it. All you can do now is pray she pulls through. Even if she doesn't, none of us have any right to blame you. And if anyone tries, I'll put them in their place for you. I will too. I know you made the right choice, I'm sure of it. And I'll gladly say so to anyone who asks. Hey, this was my idea to begin with. If anyone here deserves to be blamed, it's me. Don't forget us. We should have realized what was going on sooner. No. I'm the one who should be blamed. Thank you, Master. How are the Zeus Clarinomia? I think they're gone now. I can feel the Athena Clarinomia circulating throughout my body. I don't know if I'd say that. I kind of feel equal parts okay and not okay right now. After all, Orion should have been the one to use these Clarinomia. Don't sweat it. I don't need any Athena Clarinomia. In fact, it'd probably be worse if I used them. Really, I'd have to be out of my damn mind to borrow Athena's power when going up against Artemis. So don't worry about taking something from someone more deserving or anything like that. Just be glad you survived. Okay, thank you. You know, Orion, Yeah, go on. You're in love with me? Burning with passion for me? Ready to go somewhere more private with me? Well, lucky for you, I'm Mr. Convenience Store, baby. I'm open for business 24/7. Punch him in the face. I think you're a really nice guy. No, I've been thrown into the friend zone. She really took her time building it up, too. Not to mention the backpedaling. It looks to me like he's got zero chance with her. I just plugged the numbers into the Greek romance equation, and I can say unequivocally that he has no shot whatsoever. Hey, I didn't ask for a peanut gallery. I'm sorry for making so much trouble for you. You know, Master, I really do love you. Foo! And I love Orion and Achilles and Paris and Mandricardo. And all the people from Chaldea who aren't here right now, and Mochizuki Chiyome and Mash. She really had me scared for a moment. It's okay, Mash. You can defend your territory another time. And I love myself. Oh, though I guess it sounds kind of narcissistic when I put it that way, huh? How can I put this? Not too long ago, I used to hate myself. In fact, if I had died just now, I would have gone back to the throne still hating myself. So thank you. Thank you for helping me learn to love myself. Come on, you know that's not true. You held my hand, you prayed for me, you wished for me to live. That's more than enough as far as I'm concerned. Alright. Now that we've got the Hephaestus Clarinomia back, I'd like to start renovating the shadow border in earnest. Got it. Don't worry, I'm still keeping it low-key. Though honestly, part of me can't wait to get started. Deep breaths. Okay, I'm ready for the Hephaestus Clitonomia now. At last, it's finally time. Now at last I can create a non-Nautilus Nautilus, a completely new, cutting-edge ship just for Chaldea. Hey. Okay. I think this is going to be my last section for today. It's going to be 19. Alright. All hands, I'm about to take the Shadow Border and my noble phantasm, the Nautilus, that's synchronized with it, and transmigrate, no, make them ascend into something new. This will probably make my spirit origin expand like a pufferfish, so don't panic if that happens. My guess is that expanding the ship with Hephaestus Clitonomia like this will change it into something that more strongly reflects my Triton side than the Nautilus did. Either way, my captain's intuition tells me we're going to have something amazing when it's done. Count on it. Are you all ready? Aye aye, Captain! Aye aye, Captain. The Hephaestus Clitonomia are prepped and ready for administration, sir. Good luck, Nemo. What I'm about to show you now is the Shadow Border's untapped potential. This ship you and your crew put together is something really special. And I'm going to prove it right now. The Nautilus is my ship, the Shadow Border is Chaldea's ship. And now, administering nanomachines. I'm about to create a third ship. A ship that uses the Nautilus for a keel, the Shadow Border for a core, and the full power of Hephaestus, the god of the forge, in all other respects. A ship with the power of Triton, a ship that can sail through the Lost Belt's supercell storm walls with ease. I give you... the Storm Border. Oh wow, fancy. What just happened? It's been reborn. This is the Storm Border, a genuine, dimension-piercing battleship that can cross the sea and conquer its depths. What, really? It's even bigger than a modern-day nuclear submarine. Here's the blueprint data if you want to take a look. How is this even the same ship? Everything's different in every possible way. Hey, this is Da Vinci down in the computer room. That expansion was something else. My head is spinning. Don't worry, I made sure to minimize the load on the computer room. The only thing you need to be in charge of is the Shadow Border part of the Storm Border. Now that my spirit origin has settled, the Shadow Border can be sent out separately. From now on, we can use it as both a landing ship and an emergency lifeboat. So it would seem, kind of reminds me of a parent turtle and its baby turtle. At any rate, I love this new, bigger computer room. It feels like going from a current pool to a water slide. Well, that's not good. I'll have to station a few crewmates there to help you out later. Though, of course, they'll only be so helpful since nobody else can do what you do. Why, thank you. Now then, Bartholomew, Jason. Hey there, does this mean it's finally time to settle things? That's up to our leader, the captain of the Argonauts. Initiating data link, putting the map now. Can you see it, Jason? More or less. Alright, listen up. We might be vastly underprepared, under-equipped, and understaffed. But, thanks to the Nautilus, I mean the Storm Border, we now have a shot at victory. Of course, this will be an all-out fleet versus fleet battle. And, unfortunately, both my Argo and the Royal Fortune are too old to be of any help. The only way we can overcome our numbers disadvantage is to rely on servants and the Storm Border. So, our next step is to head straight into the waiting arms of Odysseus' forces. Whoa, just a minute there, Jason. I understand we'll need to fight them at some point, but does it really have to be right now? No matter how you slice it, don't you think it's far too soon for that? Don't be so simple-minded, Gordolf. Let's get one thing straight. We need to act under the assumption that the enemy already knows exactly what we're thinking. Yeah, good point. If there's one thing Odysseus is really good at, it's ambushing his enemies when they're catching their breath. Considering how badly we got trounced, I have to agree with that. That's why we need to ensure we always have options available to us, even when the enemy knows exactly what we're going to do. Which is why making land on a different island is the riskiest thing we could do now. which is why you want to just run straight at them. Frankly, it's the only way. Holmes, your whole thing is making accurate and level-headed deductions under pressure, right? Perhaps now would be a good time for one such deduction. While I would normally be happy to oblige, the fact is I'm not a military man. So, without an alternative strategy to consider, I'm in no position to say anything. What about you three, Achilles, Paris, Orion? You are warriors, and so your input would be of far more use than mine. Afraid you're barking up the wrong tree there. I'm a hunter, not a warrior. I mean, I fight when I have to, sure, but that's not the same thing as being a soldier or a general. So it's not my place to say anything either. I don't think I should even try to come up with anything clever. I mean, this is Odysseus we're dealing with. It's a pretty safe bet that he already knows exactly what I'm thinking. That goes for Paris too, since he's actually faced him before. If only my brother was here, I'm sure he would have come up with a foolproof plan. Well, he's not, so quit bitching. Like I don't know. What about you, Mandricardo? Do you have anything to say? I guess, yeah. I don't have a ton of experience with this sort of thing, but there's one saying I think applies here. Too many cooks spoil the broth. A fair point. So I don't see the harm in going with Jason's plan. We all trust him, and we're gonna put our faith in his plan. Whether we can beat Odysseus or not all hangs on that. The fact is, we're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. Even if this plan goes off without a hitch, I'd say our odds of winning are 20% at best. At worst, we might not even have a 10% shot at victory. Not only are we vastly outnumbered, Odysseus himself is a force to be reckoned with, since he'll see through almost any strategy we try. That being said, I've still got an ace or two up my sleeve that just might work on him. If I can get my bomb or ace to blow up in his face, then we might have a shot. Maybe. From here on, everything's going to come down to how many trump cards I can squeeze into our hand. Since we don't have any clear, obvious cards to play, like lots of soldiers or a massive fleet, we'll have to double down on the other cards we have. First up, Achilles. Yeah? You're no longer immortal now that your heel's been shot, right? Afraid not. My heel's my conceptual weak point after all. The moment it was shot, I became just regular old Achilles. So I'm not immortal anymore, and I can't run as fast as before either. All I can do now is fight till I die. Yikes. So you've gone past Meathead all the way to Pseudo-Berserker. Well, at least you should be helpful in the upcoming battle then. You know it. Just tell me how long I gotta hold out for, and that's how long I'll hold out. Do I even need to say it? I'm going to throw you at the most formidable adversary we're currently facing besides Odysseus, Chiron. But there are literal boatloads of other enemies I want you to beat before you get to him. So whatever you do, don't die before you reach Chiron. Got it? Don't worry. Whatever you want me to do in your plan, I'll make sure it gets done. I swear on Peleus, my father. I swear on Thetis, my mother. I will do what needs to be done. Well, don't you worry, because I'm going to put you to work and then some. On that note, Achilles, I want you to let Paris ride your chariot. Meanwhile, you'll be running from ship to ship, destroying sails and engines. Can you do that? Well, sure, that's fine with me, but... You want me to ride his chariot? That's right. And at the first sign of attitude you give me, I'm going to slap you so hard you'll wish you'd never materialized. You will pick off anyone headed towards my ship from the air. I don't care if you think you can handle it or not. Do it. Okay. Mandricardo, Mash, Master. That's a lot of names that start with Ma, isn't it? Not that that's particularly important right now. It really isn't. You three will be on the Argo destroying the sails and engines of enemy ships, just like Achilles. You'll jump over to an enemy ship, destroy it, come back to the Argo, rinse and repeat until all the enemy ships are gone. Now, this next part is especially important. Stormboarder, as our most powerful asset, you'll need to corner and neutralize Odysseus' army. But you're not, repeat, not to neutralize them completely. Why is that? There's a better than even chance that Odysseus will try to have Artemis wipe us all out, even if that means he ends up in her line of fire himself. So before he can do that, we'll need the Royal Fortune to take Orion and make a beeline for Nemesis Island. If we time this badly, the Royal Fortune could end up being sunk, or Artemis could end up blowing everything away. I'll let you decide how best to maneuver the Stormboarder, Nemo. Don't wait around for me to tell you what to do. Got it. I'd prefer that too. Bartholomew, I don't want you joining battle until you reach a point where you don't have any other choice. Your job is to get Orion to Nemesis Island. That's all I want you to focus on. You got it. As for you, Orion, when the time comes, I want you to do the thing. Huh? What thing? You know, the thing! Use that fancy power you got from Poseidon. If you're not going to use it now, then what? Oh, that thing! Right on. Gee, how reassuring. Now as for you, Corday. Yes? There's not a whole lot you can do. That's true. The fact is, you're just not cut out for this kind of direct assault. Which is why I'm going to trust you with the most important job of all. Okay. Yeah. Anytime Nemo comes up, I do think a little bit of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, especially with the Nautilus the way it is now. Oh wow, a full 2 no battle section? Interesting. Master, do you have a minute? Oh man, my room looks so much better now. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. First, I just wanted to thank you again for saving me, but I also have to make a confession. I've committed a terrible sin and there's nothing I can do to atone for it. I just have to live with the guilt. Oh, no, I don't blame you at all. This is something I was always going to have to come to terms with. So that's exactly why I'm trying to do now. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to tell you. It's about my body and the Athena Clarinomia it has now. Oh no, there's no pain. It's just that sooner or later my body's going to fall apart. I had a feeling my spirit origin was too flimsy to handle it, and I was right. Anything that has to do with gods is just too divine for my blood. If the Athena Clarinomia are taken out of me, I'll die, and even if they aren't, it won't be long before I fall apart and disappear. So that's why I said it's best if I leave, like Jason said I should. Yeah, they might, but that's still better than the way things are now. I won't be of any help in a battle, but if I go off on my own here, then I might have a chance to be helpful. Of course, there's still every chance I could fail. I could very well end up dying without accomplishing anything. And even if I do succeed, I'll probably still end up dead. That might be the best kind of ending I could hope for, but... Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, if that's like a full-size bed that they're showing there, that's bigger than my bedroom. Nice. Please. Please don't look at me like that. This isn't the first time you've been through something like this, right? Parting ways, forgetting the past, none of that should be new to you by now. So please don't look at me with that hurt in your eyes. Please don't let me see how much you wish things could be different. It makes me so happy I could cry. It satiates my wretched ego to the point I feel nauseous. The fact that you're so hurt means that you really care about me. That's why I don't want to say goodbye to you looking like that. But even so, I have to make the right choice. I know I can. I wish you all the best of luck. May fortune find you wherever you go. Goodbye, Master. Goodbye, Seki. Sorry I'm late. It's fine. Just remember, we're not going to slow down much for you, so try not to trip and fall. I told you, I'll be fine. You're in a surprisingly good mood. Are you sure you understand the situation? Yes, I do. Don't worry. I'll put up the best struggle I can in my own way. That's so? Alright, knock yourself out then. So, did you finish saying goodbye? Yep, I'm all set. Well, don't leave any scars, right? Unlike me, she's just an ordinary person after all. I kind of hope I left at least a little scar. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to hear you if you whispered, you big dummy? I'm sorry. Please make sure she isn't hurt. Never mind all that now. Just go already. Here goes. Well, should have seen that coming. Oh well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. There's no way a servant could drown after all. I take it Charlotte Corday's desertion was successful then. I wouldn't say that. She fell, well, way short on the jump and landed in the sea instead of on the island. So she was a klutz right to the end, huh? But then that's part of what made her so cute. If only her bangs were a little longer, she'd be perfect. True. I mean, what? No, gods, you're messed up. Anyway, I wouldn't call her cute. Not one damn bit. I can't stand her sort. Because she reminds you of your ex? Hell if I know. Man, we're laughing at you, Jason. Oh man, I really did make a fool of myself right to the end. I'm so glad Seki wasn't here to see that. You know, I wonder if Jason told me to say goodbye to her in her room because he foresaw this happening. That's so nice of him. Anyway, I should get to work. I guess the first thing I should do is find a boat. Sir, we've spotted one of the enemy ships. We've confirmed that Jason is acting as its helmsman. Keep scanning the depths. The Nautilus is almost certainly close behind. Yes, sir. I knew they would have to face us directly, but even if we account for the Nautilus, they still should have another ship. What are you thinking, Jason? Have I let carelessness or arrogance or assumptions cloud my judgment? Have I overlooked anything? Have I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory? Are you sure your memory is accurate, myself from proper human history? Don't be an idiot. I've been saying all along, Odysseus from this lost belt with the memories of his proper human history self will deal with things as they happen. I know you're not going to leave yourself vulnerable. I know you'll never let down your guard. But what I can do is flip over the entire board and remove any guarantee of defeat. That said, we definitely have an overwhelmingly difficult road ahead of us. I've already set a few traps in motion, though I don't know if they'll go off as I planned. I didn't make a mistake. This will work. It has to. I get chills every time I think that. Maybe he's already seen right through my entire plan. I shouldn't tell myself that this is going to work. If I have one thing over Odysseus, it's that I know what it's like to fail. I know the hopelessness of being in a situation where there's nothing you can do to turn things around. I don't think he can say the same. He might know what happened in the Trojan War, but he can't know what it was like to have actually been there. That's the one thing I've got over him, and it's the only thing I can bet on. No matter how bad your hand might be, Odysseus, you can still come to the table and win. Foo, foo? Foo, foo. Hey. Whoa. Foo? Sorry, that got me in the feels a lot harder than I expected. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you weren't too nervous or anything. Gotcha, that's good. Just wanted to make sure. But while I'm here, there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, Jason let me use some of the Argo's spare lumber. That's one of the perks of being me. You can make do with just about anything. Anyway, I know we've been at a huge disadvantage pretty much from the get-go. Even if we do manage to beat Odysseus, Artemis, and Poseidon, we'll still have to do something about that cryptor. And I just can't see any way for us to beat him and put an end to this. It honestly feels like we'll never cut down that damn tree. So, hey, this is gonna sound pretty corny, but ever since the woman I loved betrayed me while I was alive, to say while I was alive, to say nothing of how I betrayed myself, making friends has been kind of hard for me. But, now you and I are come on, you can say it. Yeah, you're right. You and I are friends now. So, we're gonna be okay. Yeah, things are gonna work out. Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna defeat Odysseus, shoot down Artemis, defeat Poseidon, reach Olympus, and cut down the Tree of Emptiness. Let's do this thing. And with that, my friend, is pretty much me hitting my limit for social interaction today. Man, it's hard cheering people up when you're already kind of a downer. Huh? You think? I guess I have been pushing myself pretty hard to be cheerful and social lately. Or maybe it's the other way around. I guess I've been so focused on cheering you up that I didn't have time to worry about my own hang-ups. 'Cause it doesn't take much for a downer to go back to his old ways, you know? Yep. Crap. I got no idea what to talk about anymore. Wanna talk politics or something? No? Well, maybe the weather? Damn it, what's a good topic? Foo! Foo! Maybe foo? Oh no. Foo! You really latched onto that, didn't you? Crap, now I'm wondering if I messed up. Okay. When the corner bar disappears, that's when you... Alright, that was a... Maybe we do one more section. I'm gonna regret this. This is gonna be so long, I'm sure. I was like, well, you know, I could go another maybe like 20 minutes. Okay. Humans and gods are different. I might have some divine blood in me, but I was still a human at heart and she a goddess. Everything about us from our origins on is fundamentally, well, different. Hey, you. Wait, do I know you? Have we met? How could you say that? It's me, Artemis. Whoa, really? Yes, really. You look confused. Why? You're nothing like I'd imagined. Well, that's funny, and here I went and changed my appearance to suit you. You did? Don't you get it? I fell in love with you at first sight. So, from now on, it's your responsibility to care for me in sickness and health, okay? Whoa, 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 slow down. This is all happening way too fast. Get used to it. My memories of you from proper human history are a series of silly, meaningless, uplifting comedies. Heck, even the way I died was ridiculous. I'm still grateful to the gods who stopped you from trying to make me immortal. Like I said, gods and humans are different. That's got to be just as true for why we fall in love, how we fall in love, and how that love comes to an end and everything in between. But that doesn't mean having humans become gods would solve anything. If I'd been made a god, who knows how my human feelings would twist and change once I'd abandoned that humanity. And that just didn't sit right with me. Deep breaths. I look up at the sky right where I know her to be, even if I can't see her from here. I knew it. It's just like I thought. You don't belong up there in the sky. Senpai, it's Mash Kyrillite. I have something to report. Shoulders are tense. Oh, hello, Fu. So this is where you've been. Jason wanted me to tell you that Corday made it off the shift safely. If you want to say goodbye to her, oh, I guess you already did. She was unfailingly good-natured, wasn't she? And I think she was very strong, too. I know she always talked about how weak she was, but I think there's a difference between having power and being strong. I wish I'd had more chances to talk with her. I see. Life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. A journey like this really makes that sink in. Me too. I'm sure the battle we're heading into will be even harder than usual. Even Jason has stopped smiling, and he's usually so upbeat. It makes me want to win even more. But not out of a sense of duty towards saving the world. Even though fighting is always scary, even though I can't even stand up without someone protecting me, I still want to win. We can never go back to Chaldea again. We'll never get to go back to that room. But that's exactly why I want to focus on reaching a new destination. And I want to see what it's like with you, Master, Senpai. Oh. Master. Okay. Stormborder, Royal Fortune, Argo. All engines answering full stop. Boosting cloaking to maximum power, just like Jason asked. We're almost at Nemesis Island, and there are countless enemy ships gathered around it. I guess that means it's time for the final battle. Okay. No battles again, alright. That is a lot of no battle nodes right there. This is like 4 in a row. I don't blame you for being nervous, but I'm also sure Jason knew what he was doing when he came up with this plan. So, I think it'll work out. Seki. You try to relax too. There's only so much we can do, and worrying about the stuff we can't isn't gonna help anyone. It's okay. I'll make sure to keep you safe, or alive at least. After all, you and I are you know. Hey, cut me some slack. This sort of thing's way out of my usual wheelhouse, okay? I can't help it. Alright, Mash, Seki, circle up, hands in. Okay, you mean like this? What's our goal here, Seki? Not just win, we've got to survive, too. Are you three done living out your youthful fantasies yet? It's not a fantasy. This is all as real as it gets. You do know our lives are on the line here, right? But fine. Nemo, open a comms line. Aye, aye, sir. Oh, I thought it was like 26 sections. Is it less? I take it you all know the plan backwards and forwards by now. I'm still not sure if it really qualifies as a plan, but yeah. You don't have to tell me. Believe me, I'm well aware. At any rate, our first order of business is to win this battle. We're all going to protect Orion and land on the final island, Nemesis Island. So you all need to be ready to kick Odysseus to the curb like he's nothing. Well, I guess you do need to convince yourself of that more than anyone. Who asked you, Sun God? Just stick to blessing, read bluffing, the hell out of us like a good support mascot. Alright, go on, Master. Say something to inspire us. What do you mean, like what? I don't care. Just come up with something. Alright, all hands to battle stations. This is the Storm Border. Torpedoes are locked, loaded, and ready to go. This is the Royal Fortune. I'm all set. On my honor as the courier, I promise I'll deliver Orion to Nemesis Island as fast as I possibly can. Move out. Somehow, a goated trio, honestly. I could do another section. Okay, set number of turns. Alright, I could do another section. It's not 1 p.m. like. It's not 1 p.m. yet. I could do another section. Oh, I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. I have a visual on the enemy, but I can't see them on radar. Turn it up to maximum sensitivity. But that would show every single fish in these waters for kilometers around. Tag the signals headed towards us and set it to exclude the rest. Yes, sir. The enemy will probably continue to drop off the radar periodically. The key to victory will be in how quickly we can reacquire them. Double the number of lookouts. Make sure they share every observation they make, no matter how seemingly insignificant. Yes, sir. So they've decided to face us head-on. I suppose it's too soon to say whether they're simply throwing caution to the wind, or if they have some sort of secret strategy in mind. We're about to reach an enemy ship, but we're only going to get in close for a quick moment. Your job is to take down the ship's crew and destroy its engine as quickly as possible. Remember, the clock is ticking even if you can't see it. Get in and get out. Every servant should be able to make the impossible possible, so now's the time for you to prove it. Got it. Understood. It's time to kick off this war. Now, go! We're under attack. You heard Jason. We're gonna get in and get out. No, the loading's taking a while. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
よく言いました。そう、いいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよ、ロードレスキャメロット。すべて見つめます。よろしい。式はこうして。食べなさい。ひなたさよかなるように。すべて見つめます。よろしい。よくいいでしょう。時期だ。神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない。何人も通るにあたわず。何を喜んでいるのです。私が出たのです。
God bless Morgan.
勝利は約束されていたはずです。
Mash. Right, using bunker bolt to punch through the engine. Yeah! Next up, take this. The beam sail is damaged. Damn it, we can't move until we repair it. We're getting out of here. Hang on. Good, you're back. But with about 90 ships left, you've still got a long road ahead. I'm also guessing we'll only be able to do this 1 or 2 more times at most. Still, that'll be 1 or 2 fewer ships to worry about later. Now get going.
や登場。雑魚の皆様、お覚悟のほどを。よく言いました。それを絶えずに。
God bless for an NP5 120 Morgan.
どこから潰したものが手に入るのか。簡単に終わらせない。日向の火薬の目を背けないで。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを請いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。何を喜んでいるのです。私が出たのです。勝利は約束されていたはずです。
Why you? Hurrah! I don't get it. I thought the report said you'd been weakened from your heel being shot. How are you doing this? Who the hell are you? I don't really know what to say to that. I'm just me. Achilles, the fleet-footed, the strongest hero in all of Greece. And that report wasn't wrong. My heel really has been shot. But, trust me, the very concept of having my heel shot is like constant torture. Full disclosure, I'm in so much pain all the time it hurts to even talk to you. So, why am I telling you guys all this? Well, I can't tell my companions because I don't want them to feel bad, but damn it, I feel like I deserve a little credit, you guys. The moment my opponents learn my true name, they all go right for my heel like nobody's business. But as you guys can see, Achilles the hero is alive and well, wounded heel be damned. Now come on, see if you can take me. Oh, in that case, I suppose I'd better strike through your heart and take your head from your shoulders, just to be sure. Well now, about time you showed up, Chiron. Of course, I'm not so cowardly as to refuse to take the bait you've been dangling before me, even if the same can't be said for my proper human history counterpart. Oh, I didn't think I was making any sort of joke. Sorry about that. See, Jason said you would probably badmouth your proper human history self, and damn if he wasn't right. I see. And one more thing, my teacher wasn't cowardly, not by a long shot. So what if he didn't have much combat experience? So what if he only ever taught? He was so wise that none of that mattered one damn bit. I've got no doubt that he'd easily win a Holy Grail war if he was ever summoned to fight one. Hell, I don't even think I could beat him myself. Oh, you don't say. So there you have it, Lost Belt Chiron. I owe a whole lot to my teacher, but you ain't him. So don't expect me to hold back now that it's time to kill you. Oh. Okay, that's where we're stopping. Oh, that was a lot of nodes. And I don't know how many of those will be like heavily story based, so that is where we're going to be stopping for today. Okay. Oh, alright, let's take a quick look at summons. Sure. Just once. There we go. Oh, let me exchange my quartz and check my friends' codes. Well, as long as I stay above 100, I'm okay throwing a few at this. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at my friends list. Okay, probably gonna deny that. Alright. In case anyone doesn't already have it, I did post it to the Discord, but you know. Yep. So yeah, okay. So I'll be back streaming this Thursday morning, 9 a.m. I'll actually make it at 9 a.m., I promise. And the reason why I want to start a little earlier on Thursday is because I do intend to finish Atlantis on Thursday. So that is the goal. We will probably just go until I finish Atlantis. Because I only got, what, 4 sections left? I think we're on 22. It goes 26, I think. So we can push through that. If I get stuck in any fights, that's what chat is for. You guys can tutor me through them, or I can look up a game guide if needed, if necessary. I'm glad to be back to streaming. I was off last week, and it was honestly kind of boring, so I'm glad I'm back to streaming. I keep saying I really don't need to start every sentence with So the school year is basically over for me, which means I'm not going to be working a whole lot during the day, so I will likely be streaming a lot over the next like couple of weeks to month before I leave for my dig in Spain. So you should see quite a lot of streams, honestly, and my goal is to finish Olympus before I leave in mid-July. So there'll be like a month-long period from like July to August. I'll let you guys know when we come closer, and you guys will see it, but I won't be streaming that during that time. So our goal is to finish Olympus before I leave, because that means that when I come back, I will probably have time to read Heian Kyo, if I'm dedicated, since I really want to read Heian Kyo. And we were a little worried I wouldn't be able to after how long it took me to get through Yuga Kshetra. Oh, I'm incredibly excited for food in Spain. I was incredibly excited for food in Greece. I'm incredibly excited for food in Spain. So that's going to be wonderful. All right, we're going to close out of that. It's been up for a couple of minutes. I'll check my friend's code next time I'm on, which I am trying to keep. Let's see, I might try to play through some Lilim Harlot over the next day or two, since I'll have like a fair bit of spare time at home. Maybe just farm a little bit of quartz by completing everything in it, since I've got some time on the event, 9 days left. Yeah, it's Tut, my welfare checks. Yeah. But like we discussed last time, my main goal for the rest of the year is actually Lohi. I want Tut, don't get me wrong, but I really want Lohi. I'm super excited for Lucky Bags and Destiny Order at Anniversary too. Like I think I have a pretty decent chance of getting what I want, and I'll also have, I think I've got that upcoming 5-star servant thing where I can just pick one from the list, and I know who I'm picking already, so that's not a problem for me. I know who I'm picking, I have my Destiny Order planned out, I know which Lucky Bag I'm pulling from, so I'm very excited when that comes up, and that'll come up just before I leave, so that'll be a lot of fun. So, Knickknack is streaming tonight at... Have you set your stream time yet, Knickknack? Have you actually like set your stream schedule, or have you just announced it? No, it doesn't look like you have. Okay, let me really quickly check into the posts on Discord. So you are streaming tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. And then you're also going to be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Path of Radiance, and Thursday at 7 p.m. with Path of Radiance. So the next 3 days, you got a lot of Fire Emblem available. I think you're trying to finish it this week, right? I can only assume that, yeah. So I will be back Thursday. You will be back tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then there might be an interesting stream Friday evening / early or mid-afternoon. I'll let you guys know in my Thursday stream what's going to happen there, because I am streaming on Friday, but I have yet to decide what I'm going to be streaming and exactly when. So look out for that, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye!